PCF mo or mag-ikot mo dito sa mga bangkong maka-accommodate din sa tanan. Okay? So, I'm very sorry, pero diligid na ito maligayan na ang uban banks limited ilang structure sa ilang farm system.
Yeah, they should, kung over-the-counter mo mag-payment sa MB2 and housing loans, much better na i-agisan ninyong personality for employer na manage yung tax.
Screen, no? Okay. So we are also open on Saturdays. Unfortunately, hopping. San Francisco branch is inside the mall.
Hello, good afternoon.
So tanan nga inside the mall nga pag-ibig branches are mandated to open on Saturdays. So imagine, ginamove ni Marcos ang mga holidays sa Saturday to Friday. So then Saturday mag-agree ni nag-holiday sa Friday. So kanang kwan siya ba? Pero we been open since February pa. Nasugod mi og open sa San Francisco branch. Walay labot ang Butuan o ang Surigao o ang Tandan. Only San Francisco is open. The services are more or less the same, except sa kanang housing loan inquiry. Kay walay open na HBC, so kami ra ang malubag. But you can pay, you can get your loyalty card on a Saturday. Okay? Wala na questions? Oh, okay.
So another question, na-apply buyouting sa ninyo sa mga private loan institution?
None. We are not GSIS. We do not buy out. Our loan programs are limited to the multipurpose loan and the housing loan. We do not buy out because we have no facility for that. Kanagaling 80% ninyo nga ma-loan sa inyong MPL, you can easily pay it off through your savings. That's why it pays to have top-up, nagkuon yung savings. Even if you mature, kadang mag 240 months na mo, na ninyo, di ba? Kurot na. But you're still continuing because you are still a member. You top up. Mas ninyo ang dako. Ayaw mag-settle sa 100. Kaya maapas na ninyo ang continuity sa dako nga dividends. So we do not buy out. Now don't be confused because GSIS just launched the MPL Flex. Diba? MPL Gapon. Ako gikantsawan ang taga-tandang na manager. Kung ano din mo ilahing ngalan, MPL Gapon. Pareho rata. So MPL Flex ang ilang. I'm not saying that it's not a nice program, but you have to study the loan programs. Because there are loan programs gaganahan hidden fees, and you're thinking na ay kuwapo ka 5 years to pay dahil gamay na kayo ang amortization. That's very true. Gamay yun. The longer you prolong your amortization, the smaller it becomes, the longer you pay, but the bigger interest, di ba? So that's, you have to study. Ayaw nga, kanan loan, indrolan, o mag-contest, no? Kinahanglan mo present sa kanan loan program. So you have to study. No buyout, none for pag-ibig.
Next question, ang affected ba sa promotional vacation pay nga walay salary na madawat accepted ba sa anang month na no payment due to no salary received?
Zero. The option is with the member.
Oh, sa member na siya.
Mubayad siya over the counter. But if wala din siya, wala'y malidak.
Pero wala pa muna sila loan, di ba? Di ba wala pa muna sila loan?
So if you want as part of
wala pa nga sila
gap
loan,
siya. So when you say gaps, you have to think of the corresponding program, possible benefits na din mo avail. Like the 15 years optional withdrawal, you should have no gaps. The 240 months, you have to gather up to 240 months. So muna siya ang mga benefits na maka-withdraw na unta ka, but because there was a gap in your contribution, hindi mo makuha. Kaya may nga nabiyaray mo, 30 years na ko in service, 20 years na ko in service. So, equivalent na din kong 240 months. Dili, oy, service lang ka 20 years, pero posible nga na kay month na. Nag-maternity leave ka, na-sick leave ka without pay. So, those are possible gaps. Okay? Klaro? Sakto?
Ang possible gas, maapas ra,
So
matapalan.
another question
Pero,
from
pero kung di
Ibig.
mabayaran, hulaton na lang ni.
Clarification lang po, if magpunta ko 100,000 pesos only, pwede ba na dili na mag-monthly payment, mag-wait na lang na for 5 years for MP2?
Yes. Yes. You can put lump sum, forget about it. In 5 years time, you get everything.
Oh, okay.
So, hindi mo
Pwede mo
affected na mag-monthly. We are just showing you the beauty of slowly building up your savings monthly. Ganun ka sa mundo. Pag hinahintay ka kada bulan, syempre kung ako ito. Pero kung nakasakit ako, gusto mo tayo ka isa ka, okay, kung na. So there's no penalty and you just wait for it to mature.
Kung sa first month pa lang,
Gawas ka hindi ng millions, so yung pang-kaan, hindi tayo. So, yes, you can 100, but lots of funds.
And the last question, after offset from tax sa loob, can the employee avail again of NPL?
No. Dili.
After pag-offset?
2 years after offsetting, kung na siya iyang ang penalty, hindi siya makareload. Or kung pala 2 years, ang naging 2 years yun. 2 years yun.
2 years yun. Pag mag-offset ka.
2 years after
Bawin man, wala mo kang nagbago.
So, wala na question?
No more questions? Gusto na sila? Yes, sir. Nag-racy, sir, sa hinatuan.
Before my questions, I just like to share my experience katong 100 pesos na limitations. I fight ko AOM na I pay 2% of the basic salary. Why I did this because even you from the commission audit, you have your own impact fund contributing 5%. I'm just contributing 2%. Actually, there is some mga insurance because ang rason na we have local fiscal autonomy and then the contribution is part of our PE's limitation. Ang panang nili nga pag-compute ni mo withholding taxes, 100 lagi na maayos sa NPR as tax deductible. Other than that, may execute ko kay una ko. Kamu kay because I have a friend from land bank, paano ba naman nag-compute? Why are you contributing 5% sa individual fund? I forgot the circular, mabukol man ang inyo kay ang agency are allowed to establish their own mutual fund as it is professionally managed. Bangko man sila na isa professional fund manager. So what I did ko mutual fund manager. Because we pwede na tama professional manager, kaya na magpag-ibig sa mutual fund. O na na-circumvent na po itong fund. I just steering this na mga NGO kay labi na sa NGO kay you can exceed actually more than 100 kay maibog man ko ng kuha 100 ka sila o ang infection is 100.
Yes, 100.
Ang private is 100.
Depende sa DepEd.
Oh, pero ang uban nga LGU because nag-record ko 2% mo itong gidakwa mo dito ang contribution. Ang employer share 2%, sumabot 4%. Actually.
One din siya, sir, ka na depende sa COA. Kaya naging COA nga, ilit na silang ilan.
Wala. Kaya mo lang kung makita nyo yourself sa kuha na may mutual fund. O 100 na doon yung pag-ibig, but you have your own mutual fund. Kaya na may professional manager. 5% doon, so that is 10%. 5% from the employer, 5% from the employee. That's 10%. Kayo na kayo makuha ng 4%.
Ang SAMOSAD, we always cite the provision of RA 9679, which is naagin siya option ang employer to contribute more than what is required. Ang sa private, lusot na sila. Kaya wala na sila ikuha. Kanilang yung kanilang yung sa government. And then, COA has an independence of their own. Isa ka auditor, independent na siya sa mga gawa sa mga sharing sila. Sige, findings.
Pero kung ano ginaniya nga, why as other agency would able to do it? What's the difference para matawag kayo?
Thank you, guys.
Ang ako lang question ani, number one comment na ako nga, why is it you have a bias for a higher rate dividend pay for MP2 than MP1? When in MP1, we can only surrender or claim after 10, 15, or 20, 45 years old during death or disability or resignation or retirement. Ang MP2, di man regular ang payment. 5 years makuha na yung dividend. Whereas ang MP, regular savings, mga nang mas bubugman, regular mag-contribute ko niya, surrender na rin mo, mag-claim na rin mo, 100% at the end of 10, 15, or 20, or 25, or upon retirement. Nga nung mas bias naman sa MP2, nga, kamay naman, or a contribution one time to all, or regular din, pero mas regular yun ang sa regular savings.
Murag tama
Dapat
po
mas
siya.
nakuha
Dapat siya ikon.
dividend return.
Yes.
Diba? Kaya longer ba yan? Mag-claim lang na ako lang 10 years, 15 years, or 25 years. Dahil ang logic na ko ba, ano mas lower ang dividend?
Sa tama no.
I will escalate that, sir. Pero to answer you, the MP2 is an optional savings program.
Optional.
Paano na siya? Mura ka, kung buwan na mo, short lang yun siya. 5 years lang yun
Mura siya og time deposit. No,
We do
time
not,
deposit.
5 years sa galing na, inform mo din yan, ako, ano ni. Because we are working so hard for that program also. Ang P1,
Ang P1 manggod flexible manggod siya. Oh, flexible manggod siya. Pwede rin mo siya para sa nga nang pwede rin mo ilong nga di ka mo bayad.
Lagi
Di mo
maganda. Tapos pag kayo nga, nga, pwede ka i-edit ko yung interest. Diba?
Kaya, for MP2, naasay annual dividend payout, pero very small. Very small. Hindi kayo mag-encourage
Ang second comment ko na was, taas yun ang inyong interest compared to GSIs or even land bank or DDP. They are giving us single interest is 7 or 8%, effective is 10 or 12. But sa inyo ko to 17%. Nga, o 15. Nga, compared nga, ang among loan sa DDP or land bank are not secured. Whereas our loan will pag-ibig is secured through our TAG, total accumulated value. So you could have grant us a lower interest rate. Secured man. Whereas ang mga loan sa mga teachers galing, 0.1 special sila sa land bank. Diba? Sa DBM. Oo. Wala
Meron po din wala
collateral.
loan.
Oo.
Sir Raul, I hope you wrote that in the survey.
Okay.
I want it documented.
Oo.
I want it documented na mugin na siya ang imong sentiment because
Oo.
we will raise that. So thank you, sir.
Oo.
Mo di ito
Tapos,
sa atong kuan
ang kanya ko po ang identifying thing is I think kada po yung impact para pas ang roll out. If we don't have 25 per member.
Oo, interest rate magud ko mo tapos
Mga authorities sa member yung set sa iyang member o tak para roll out na talaga so tanan na reality member.
Unfortunately,
Mapirma na ang member ka ay authorized to lead up from
I would like to give it to you for free also. Unfortunately,